Hey everyone, my name is Mackenzie Steelman and I'm an admissions representative here at OTC. And today I want to be talking to you about A+, what it's all about, and how you can use it at OTC for your future. So let's start out with talking about what is A plus exactly. Well, A plus is a state-funded scholarship that can help students pay for an associate's degree or certificate at a participating community college or vocational or technical school. And in order to be eligible for A plus, students in high school have to complete a series of requirements. If you have questions about that, feel free to talk to your school counselors and they'll be able to get you set up. One really cool thing about OTC is that we have the largest number of A plus recipients in the state of Missouri, which is pretty amazing. A plus does cover the cost of tuition and common fees for an associate's degree or certificate. Now, what are common fees? These are fees that every student has to pay regardless of what program they are in. So this can be things like security fees or registration fees and things like that. A plus, however, does not cover the cost of books or course specific fees. But guys, I do not want that to worry you at all. We have lots of different scholarships that you can apply for, such as the A plus Advantage Scholarship, but we also have institutional and foundation scholarships that you can apply for. And if you are awarded them, you can stack those on top of your A plus, which will help pay for those extra costs that are not covered by A plus. So if you play your cards right, if you apply for these scholarships, you have the potential to go to school completely for free, which is incredible. After your first semester in college, you will have to maintain a 2.5 GPA. And the whole time when using A+, you will need to make sure that you are a full-time student. And to be full-time, that's 12 credit hours or about 4 classes. Now, this is for the fall and spring semesters. If you are interested in taking summer classes, which is optional, you don't have to. But if you want to take summer classes and use your A+, you have to be enrolled in 6 credit hours or about 2 classes. So in order to use your A plus at OTC, you'll have to first apply for admissions, and this is a really simple process. It's free to apply. First, you would just create an account, and then you would submit your application after that. We will also need your official high school transcript after you graduate high school, and that's really important. If you send it before graduation, you'll need to resend it after you graduate because we need your graduation date on it. It's also important to mention that it has to have the A plus seal on it. This is the proof from your school to ours that you successfully completed the A plus program while in high school. So we will also need you to be degree seeking. So the reason for this is that so students can have a plan and direction when using A+, so not just taking classes at random. As we mentioned before, you'll also need to be enrolled as a full-time student, and then every year that you are in college, you'll need to complete the FAFSA. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, and you'll also need to list OTC as a school in order to receive your FAFSA information. So this is a pretty simple process. It might seem like a lot, but I don't want it to scare you. We have admissions representatives like myself that we can help walk you through this entire process. So when does A plus expire? This is a really common question that I get a lot. So the answer to that is after your high school graduation, you have about 4 years or 48 months after you graduate before A plus expires. Once you receive an associate's degree or a certificate, then A plus expires at that point. Or if you complete 105% of the hours required for the program in which you are currently enrolled. So typically, we're only going to see this if students are just taking a bunch of classes at random and they aren't taking their A plus or they don't have a direction and plan when using their A plus. So guys, that is it for this video. If you have questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to us. You can email explore@otc.edu if you have questions about how to use A plus at OTC. And then if you have any questions about how to be A plus eligible while in high school, definitely you want to reach out to your school's counseling office and they will be able to help you with that. So thank you again, and we'll see you guys later.